This is Dave Rudden with IGN. I'm checking out Speakeasy, and who will be narrating our adventures?
Yes, I'm Ronnie Hobbs with Gun Media. So we're taking a look at Speakeasy here. This is almost a game of rock, paper, scissors disguised as a fighter. So it's very simple, 3-button command, if you will, and it's all themed around the Prohibition 1920s era. So we're going to take a look at Quick Match here. And the beauty of the gameplay here is it's very simple, similar to Dive Kick in Sports Friends. So you have 3 moves, all of which can be used one time only during each match, unless the game mode specifies otherwise. So as you can see, we have familiar characters here. We have Amelia Airborne. And we're going to go hang out at different places. So we have 5 environments. Actually, yes, 5 environments. We can go to the Speakeasy bar. So right there just represents the controls and how easy they are. So if both of you hold start, you'll notice right away that it throws you right into the action. So one-hit kills. That's the beauty of Speakeasy is you all have an attack, a block, and a fake, and you have to read your opponent's mind. And if you do so, you get a nice sudden death challenge here. So. And notice you only have about 5 seconds to get all of your combos off. So, oh, here we go. Because you read each other's mind perfectly, it's all about throwing a punch and trying to get your opponent, catch him off guard, and block your opponent's punch, but at the same time, not using yours until the last moment. You can also set the game parameters to different match lengths, so you can play to 3 or 5 or 7 or however many victories you want. So they both pick the same character here. They're both Amelia Earhart. So we'll just let them play out here. And so player 1 wins. And now that was a standard versus mode where everyone gets to use each attack one time. Now if you go to the main menu, we can actually go to 2s, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can now have each move twice. So it's a little more complex. It's about remembering what your opponent has left. So you want to make sure you know your opponent through both punches before you try to use a block again. So you can go to any area that you like to see here. So awesome. You guys read each other's minds perfectly there. And now you see a quick series of button prompts that continually get harder the more you get correct. And keep in mind, if you hit a button before the timer starts, you actually do commit suicide and you kill yourself. So, oh, here we go. So just like in rock, paper, scissors, it's about studying your opponent rather than trying to block attacks real time. So the more you play against people that you know, the more likely you are to predict what move they're going to use. So you guys can have a rematch, or you can change match options, or you can go C3s. And notice it's very playful and lighthearted. Even though the heads are popping off, it's still kind of goofy and definitely doesn't take itself seriously. Nice. That's good. It's very easy to get excited and get angry at the dude beside you playing this game. It's like the ultimate smack-talking game. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good exchange. So you can go to the next game mode, if you will, which are 3s. Now, the strategy is even more unique here because you have to remember 3 and what your opponent used and if they have any attacks left or how many blocks they have left. So we'll see how this plays out. it's very interesting because you guys haven't played each other before, but yeah, you're starting. I can already see you're starting to like pick up on things that a lot of people like to attack right out of the gate, and some people like to use their blocks right away. So you'll start picking up on those little subtleties. And notice we do not show you up here who has what left, because that would be cheating, right? You have to memorize it. So we have a fighter who put a prop hat on, if you notice, and they pile up on the floor, and it's pretty fun. Who's gonna mess up the cutscene first? There we go. So this is a multiplayer-only game, I must say. So like I said, it's very reminiscent to Dive Kick and Sports Friends, and it's a couch co-op party game where you invite your friends over and you break it out and you have a smack talking contest. And so cool. You guys can play that again, or you can go to the tag team, which is something that hardcore fighting fans will instantly recognize. The tag team mode lets you pick, well, as you can see here, once we assign the controllers, that both of you have 3 people on your team. So each of you have 3 characters. The 3 characters can be called in and rotated in and out with the Y button. So the trick is you have to use one move every time you come in. You can't call a guy in and then rotate him out until you use one move. So the other modifier is you are defenseless for the first about half a second when you come in, which means you can't use any move. So you'll see a few bubbles above their head because they had to go to the sideline and take a drink, and recover. So they come back in already not able to attack. So there you go. See, there's your little prompt for inactive. So as soon as you come in after you swap out, he's not going to be able to attack because he's had a little bit too much to drink, if you will. So keep that in mind. Now, if you hit the X button real quick, you can bring up the advanced options. Now you can set it to team KO, which means you have to kill the entire team, or it can be the first. You can go down and select single KO. I prefer the team KO myself. It makes it more unique. So we can just stick with 5 victories. Sudden death is on, and team KO. So you can just hit OK. And you can start, and here we go. So now you have 2 people left. Yeah, you can attack instantly. See, you want to attack them when they're defenseless. So you want to get them to use a move and then force them to bring a guy in. Yeah, and you have to be prepared because you can attack right away. So there's one. I should also add that every time you swap a character out, he gets all of his moves back. So you get your entire arsenal back after you go to the sideline and rest. But yet that's why you're inactive for a few seconds. That's the trade-off. So it's tied up here. Remember, you only have to do one move before you bring the next guy in. So it's a fine balance between using strategy or just trying to go for the KO. Uh-oh. Nice hat, by the way. And Dave is victorious on that one. We actually have 2 Daves playing here. Oh no, switch out. It's pretty good. Oh, it's 2-2, so you're getting close. I think the match modifier is set to 5 wins here, just for anyone who's watching this. Uh-oh. Oh, it's getting harder. It's 3-2. Oh, Yeah, and if you actually time it, you can actually rotate your guy out as the other player's attacking you if you're really fast. It requires precision and a lot of training, if you will. Uh-oh. One more and IGN Dave wins. There comes somebody's head flying in from the sideline. And you can attack right away. As soon as the guys come in, a replacement fighter, you don't have to wait to fight. And IGN Dave wins. So there's tag team, which is a totally different experience. You know, you bring it, and you can actually play multiple. If we had more controllership, we could actually play 2 people per side. And you can actually have 4 players in here playing tag team, all responsible for one character. So if you go to the main menu real quick, there's a couple other game modes. We won't be taking a look at King of the Hill, but essentially that's a 3 to 4 players, and the winner always stays on the left side of the screen, and the losers always rotate in, and whoever retains the winning spot for the time wins. It's just King of the Hill like any other first-person shooter, if you will. We brought that into this. And tournament is obviously our hardcore, you know, up to 16 players. If you have 16 people at your house, you can set up a tournament and see who's the best at Speakeasy. So it's just a traditional fighting game mode. So Speakeasy is going to be headed to PS4 first, hopefully late September. We're still ironing that out, and then it'll come to Steam and Xbox One later, is what we're planning on doing. So it's going to be $9.99, so it's definitely a multiplayer-only couch party-style game. And for more information, you can just go to Speakeasy Fight on our Facebook. So thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thanks for showing it off. Yeah, for more on Speakeasy, keep it tuned to IGN.